exhibition we've been working on for a few years. We knew it was the sesquicentennial of the Civil War was coming up, and we wanted to mark it with a show. I knew as the collections manager, I work on the documentation and research of the collections here, that we had a number of objects that were associated with the Civil War, specifically associated with Vermonters who served in the Civil War and their families. Vermont played a really interesting role. I hadn't realized how supportive Vermonters were of the Civil War and how many actually served. It was 10% of the population. It was one of the highest per capita services in the war. There had been the abolitionist movement in Vermont for a long, long time. Vermonters were very passionate about abolishing slavery. There are even connections in Burlington, as we've heard, to John Brown, the famous abolitionist. One of them is the John Brown pike that we have in the collection. That's supposedly, and we have done some research and it really does seem to match other pikes. John Brown's raid on Harper's Ferry in 1859 was one of the really powerful historical moments that led to the Civil War. It really panicked a lot of people on both sides. So we have this really beautiful quilt that was made by the women of the Plainfield Congregational Church in Vermont. It was made as a fundraiser, so it would have been raffled off, and I think this is kind of a tradition around here and other places that there are still quilt raffles. And the woman who helped to make it, actually, one of the women who helped to make it won the quilt in the raffle. I don't know how much money it raised, but it was used to help sick and wounded soldiers during the Civil War. Other items come from both the Fleming's collections. Their uniform coats, they're very personal, their caps that the soldiers had during the war. And then there are some amazing medical kits that we're able to borrow from the Dana Medical Library. To be able to have everything from letters written to and from home during the Civil War, which would come from special collections at Bailey Howe, to the medical kits from Dana Medical Library, I think really shows the richness of collections across campus here at UVM.